back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video I am going to revisit my old favorite makeup products. So these makeup products have been a favorite of mine in the past, and I'm not using them these days because you guys know I always try out new products, new makeup. I always have new favorites, but I thought I should just sit down and revisit my old favorites. Do I still love them? Have my thoughts change on these products? So I just decided to again put them all on my face in today's video. So let's get into the video now. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here, and yeah, I hope you like the vibe, I hope you like the content, and let's move on to the video now. So before starting on with the video, I do want to say, I just want to take a moment and thank you guys for the love that you have shown to this channel. I am truly very grateful. We just hit 50,000 subscribers. Like, that is a lot of people, and I have never been grateful enough, I feel like, to you guys. Like, I don't say that all the time, but just believe me that I'm like super grateful to each and every one of you. Even if you're just watching the video, you're someone who just stumbled upon my channel right now, thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, let's get into the video now. First thing I wanted to talk about is this Mars primer. So this is the Mars Glow O'Clock primer, and oh my god, I still remember I used to be obsessed with it. And yesterday I was just going through my collection, and that is when I got this idea to revisit my old favorite makeup, because I just saw this lying in my collection. I was like, I don't know why I don't use this enough. I used it today on my face. I love how this sits on my skin and how this makes my makeup sit. So this is more like a gripping primer. I already talked about this so many times on my channel. I said that the e.l.f. primer, the Mint collection, from the Mint collection, is exactly a dupe of this one. So I just feel like it is almost like the Milk Hydra Grip Primer, all of that type of gripping primers, and it exactly does that. It gives you a little bit of a glow, but it just makes your foundation look so flawless. It's a little bit on the tacky side, just like normal gripping primers. So yes, I absolutely love this primer to this day, and I need to use this more often. So I'm just going to keep it on top of my collection and will be using it definitely. So I just feel like it is one of the best primers in the in the Indian market, that has this gripping kind of texture to it that looks very glowy on the skin as well. But it's not necessarily a glowing or a hydrating primer, but it's more like it just grips your foundation and just makes any foundation that you put on top look very nice and flawless. When you use this primer, you're going to know what I'm talking about, like texture, how it sits on the skin. But you can see in the video itself like how glowing my skin looks and how beautiful just my foundation is sitting on top. So I absolutely love this primer to this date. So the next product here, we have the LA Girl BB cream, and oh my god, I used to love this BB cream. I used to be obsessed over this BB cream, and I just feel like this BB cream is still good, but I did find the Mars BB cream, which I think so it just works for me exactly the same as the LA Girl one. The LA Girl, the undertone of this is a little bit off. Like, I'm in the shade medium, and it's a little bit on the like a neutral side. I am much more of a warm undertone person, so yeah, the undertone is a little bit off, but still then I really love this BB cream. I just feel like it looks really nice on the skin. It blends really nicely. It just sits on my skin really well. It covers a little bit, not too much, but I just feel like, again, it is exactly like the Mars BB cream, and I wouldn't go out and spend my my money on this one because it is so similar to the Mars one. I would rather get the Mars one, and I have been using the Mars one ever since I got it. Like, for a BB cream, I just have been using that continuously. So I just had to say that I love the Mars one, and I will be definitely using the Mars one. But the LA Girl BB cream is also really good, and the LA Girl one, I believe, has much more amazing shade range as well when you compare it to the Mars one. So yeah, I still do like this, but I have found a dupe of this, which is the Mars one, so I will be sticking to my Mars one. We'll be finishing this one up. I don't have much left, so yeah, but it is still a good product. So the next product we have here is from Miss Clair. This is the Miss Clair Fake It concealer. Now, I used to love this concealer so much, and as I was going through my collection, I realized I don't use this often that much anymore. So I pulled this one out today, and I do have to say I still love it. I still love it. I still love how this is sitting on my under eyes, and if you have dry skin and you're searching for a good concealer, I do believe you are going to like this. and I just feel like it is such a good concealer and nobody talks about it that much. Yeah, so I like it. It's very underrated. People talk about the Miss Clair pot concealers, but I feel like I have tried that one, but I like this one, the Fake It, much more better. Obviously the shade range is extremely bad, but I still like it so much. It doesn't have a ton of coverage, like it's not going to give you like a full coverage, but that's something I like on days when I really want my makeup to look super natural. So yeah, I really do enjoy this concealer a lot, and I will be using it much more often these days. Product we have here is this Face Secret eyeshadow palette, and this is the 16 color eyeshadow palette. Now this one, I remember I was loving it. I was using it continuously for a couple of months, and then I got some new products. I forgot about this palette, but today I pulled this one out, and if you are looking for a good neutral undertone shades along with amazing quality of, I would say, pigmented shimmer shadows, I just feel like this is going to be your go-to palette. Now you guys know, when it comes to shimmer shadows, I like shimmer shadows to be extremely creamy, pigmented, and just give a kind of like a bam type of effect on your eyes. And sometimes I feel like affordable brands lack in the shimmer quality. I feel like the texture and everything is not that creamy, especially in the affordable range. But this is a palette that I totally can see myself using this. The shimmers, the mattes, everything works so well together. Even the palette, as you can see, the shade of how the color palette is, it has amazing warm undertones to it. It has this cranberry shade as well. It has a black, it has this gunmetal, some kind of shimmers to it. And today I used warm tones, and I used the cranberry shade as well. I smoked out my liner. I used 2 shimmer shadows. I just did a whole full-on look. Normally I don't do these type of look that much on my channel, but today I just decided to go out and just do a little bit more glam than I normally do. So yeah, I do have to say this is absolutely an amazing palette, and if you don't have this, then I just feel like you're sleeping on this, because the quality is really good. Like, I would say I like the quality of this more than the Mars palette. Like, I love the Mars palette, you guys know that, but the quality of this palette compared to the Mars one, this is a little bit much more better and superior, I would say. Even the shimmers are just really good, and they work so well together with each other that you don't have to sit there and think what kind of eye look you want to do. When you see a cohesive palette like this, you automatically just it comes in your mind what type of shadows or shades you're going to use, and they just work very nice together with each other as well. So this is a really good palette, especially if you are a beginner. You're going to love this. So the next product I wanted to talk about, or I wanted to use, is this Mars mascara. Now this is something that I use sometimes on and off, but these days I'm testing out so many different mascaras that I almost forgot about the Mars one. So I used it today, and I realized that it was such a good mascara, you guys. Like, when I was using this for the first time, or a couple of months after that, I used to be obsessed with this mascara, and today after using it, I was like, yeah, now I remember why I like this mascara so much. Now, it's not a mascara that is going to give you like amazing crazy volume or crazy length, but I still feel like it is a mascara that you can totally wear on a day-to-day basis. The best thing about this mascara, or I would say the brush of this mascara, is that it actually separates your lashes so nicely and coats each lashes so well that it looks super natural, like not clumpy in any way, and gives you that very natural type of false lash effect. So this is a really good mascara to have for your everyday basis. So yeah, I really do like this mascara still. It's almost not there anymore, so I need to buy a new one. Yeah, so I was like scraping out this mascara and using it because I almost finished this one up, so I need to get a new one. I need to get a new one. So now coming on to my face, we have this Dazzler compact that, oh my god, I used to wear so much before, and I used to say that this is such a good compact, or contour for, especially for dusky skin, or especially if you are on a budget, because this only retails for 80 rupees. I still cannot believe it. Sometimes when I use this, I'm like, oh my god, this retails under rupees 100. That's crazy. So I tested this out in today's video again, so I really like it. It is a little bit on the pigmented side. You guys may have seen me talk about this bronzer before, contour, but I do have to say it is a little bit on the pigmented side. If you're extremely on the fair skin tone range, like, you know, if you are medium fair, you know, tone, I don't think so you're going to like this shade, because this is not going to suit you. But if you're like medium tan, dusky, dark, you are going to love this. It depends on what skin tone you are, because for a dusky skin, this is not going to be too pigmented. Like, it is going to show up like a really nice, amazing chocolatey type of a bronzer on your skin tone. But on my skin tone, if I go in with a really heavy hand, it might look a little bit too much. So today I use, this is the Mars brush. I love this brush so much. I will talk about this in my favorites video more. This brush has been my obsession. So anyway, like, let's forget about that, but let's come to the bronzer now. So I just took like a very tiny amount, went in with a very light hand, and, you know, just tried to bronze up my skin, and also put a little bit of a contour type of a situation, you know, not exactly a contour. I would say the undertone of this is very, I would say, similar to bronzer and a contour both, because this has a little bit of a reddish undertone, I feel like, but not too much where you feel it's looking you know, really bad on your skin tone. After using this, I remember that I used to be obsessed with this bronzer, and I still love it. I really do love it a lot, and I will be using it more often on this channel. So the next product we have here is, this is the O2O Blush. Now this is the liquid blush, and I did like a full-on whole review on this blush on my channel, like a mini review kind of a thing on my channel back then, and this is the shade 06. Now I haven't used this blush in like forever. I feel like you guys know my obsession for blushes, and I always try out so many new blushes that, you know, the ones that I used to love is like sitting at the back of my drawer. So I pulled this one out, and I remember why I loved it. It is so dewy. If you are someone who have oily, you know, skin, you're not going to like it as much. But if you have dry skin, and you don't need to use a highlighter with this, you just need a very tiny amount, by the way, and you need to blend this with your beauty blender, or you can blend this with your brush as well. It works both ways very nicely. It sits on your skin really nicely as well, and as you can see, it gives a very nice natural dew to your skin. You do not need to go in with extra amount of highlighter when you're using this blush, because it is a very dewy. Now I would say that I don't like to use this during summertime, because as I said, it can be a little bit too dewy. So I like to use this particularly in the winter time, and yeah, I just have to use this more often, you know. I just forgot how beautiful this looked on my skin, and it just gives a very nice flush of color. Now a lot of people said that this contains a shimmer. I think the shade 02 contains shimmer. I do not like when, you know, a liquid blush, especially a liquid blush, contains shimmer. So the shade 06 doesn't contain shimmer, and I got it from Amazon. I don't know if you can find this on Amazon right now currently, but when I got this, I got it from Amazon. So yeah, really have been loving this for quite some time. Like, you know, it's been like almost like 2 years, I think, since I was obsessed with this blush, and I just remembered why. So yeah, I'll be using it more. Next, coming on to my favorite lip combo that I used to wear all the time before. This is the Wet n Wild Chestnut. This is the lip liner, and I used to be obsessed with this lip liner. I still remember, like, I discovered this lip liner back like 4 years ago, I think so, and ever since then I have been repurchasing this, you know, finishing this up, repurchasing this, and I love this lip liner a lot still. I really do. I just feel like it is the, you know, whenever I don't know what lip liner to use, this is the only lip liner that always comes to my mind. So I love the shade. It's a wooden pencil, so it's a little bit stiff, but I don't mind that in lip liners. So really still like it a lot. So the next lipstick that I used to wear all the time, especially with the whole lip liner situation, I used to apply that lip liner, the chestnut lip liner, and I used to wear this one. So this is the Sugar. This is the Plush cream crayon. So it's not like your typical matte crayon. It is a very comfortable cream formula, I would say, much more on the satin side. So yes, I still like it a lot. I just don't like the shade that much. I used to love peach, you know, peach warm toned lipsticks, but nowadays I'm much more leaning towards neutral type of warm nudes. So I still like the formula of this, the shade not that much, not like obsessed. I'm not like obsessed with peach lipsticks these days. as I was in the past. But if you ask me about the formula, I really do think it is extremely comfortable to wear. It is not transfer proof because it is not a matte formula, but I still like it. I need to see if there are other nude shades in this range so that I can get a new one. The last product we have here is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This is the setting spray. Now this is the dewy version, and if you go back like 3 years back when I first started my YouTube channel, you would just see how much I used to use this product like continuously on my videos, and I used to be obsessed with it. Now this is my third repurchase, I think so, of this particular setting spray. I almost finished this one up as well. I like it a lot, but I feel like there are so many new setting sprays in the market that I just don't think I need to go ahead and get this particular one. I like the NY Bay Dewy setting spray as well. You guys know I love the 3 AM facial mist, the PAC micro mix fixer. So I have you know, my setting spray whole stack sorted out, so I don't reach for this that much. Although it is a good product, I still think that if this, you know, I will be finishing this up, will I repurchase it? I don't think so I will. So yeah, I just think that it is a good product, but there are so many other products in the market these days that I don't need to go ahead and repurchase this. That's what I am saying, you know. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this isn't like a new makeup thing or anything, but I just wanted to sit down and talk about my old favorites with you guys. Do I still like them? Because my thoughts on some products have clearly changed. Although I would say most of these products are still good and I would still use them, but there are few products which I feel like I'm not going to repurchase, you know. If I am finishing them up, I will not be repurchasing them again. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you are someone who's new to my channel, you can hit the subscribe button, along with that the notification bell as well, because that way you are going to get notified every time I post a new video. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.